Good morning and welcome back to Cityline. Well, if you were with me in our last segment, you heard me say we have another Miss Erin coming up because we had Erin Sergioli from Tacoma City Ballet. Well, now, make no mistake, we have Miss Erin Gwinnett. You are the executive and artistic director of Tacoma Refugee Choir. Welcome back, my dear.
Thank you. We're so glad to be here.
I just have to say huge congratulations because you are in the process of narrowing down a huge response to a please come and be with us as our assistant artistic director. Erin, this is huge. Years ago, you were up 24/7 keeping this organization alive. Now you're doing a nationwide search. Yes! I'm so proud of you.
Love it.
Congratulations. This handsome man, who happens to be Maurice Lakea, you are a choir member, but you are a fundraising associate also.
Yes.
Of Tacoma Refugee Choir, and it's so great to have you on the comfy couch. I have to say, when you walked into the green room, I said you sucked all the light out of the green room because you are so beautiful to look at. Maurice, tell us about the Tacoma Refugee Choir and what it means to you.
Tacoma Refugee Choir, I joined it for the pleasure of singing at first, because it was about singing. And then quickly after, I found that more than just singing, it's a family.
Yes.
It's a place where I found myself, coming from a place where, like a broken road.
Yes.
And that is a place where I found where the pieces start, being put together.
Yes.
So it became not just singing, but it became a family, a place where we empower one another, to help one another. And it just drawn you. So it draws you to be in the choir, to be a member of the choir. And personally, that helped me to be, even just being here to speak with you, I also know something.
Well,
it was not something to be, I didn't help that, but that helped me to be able to speak, to to speak out when I have something to say. That gave me that platform to speak. And not only me, but everybody else too.
You obviously, your English is beautiful. It's it's really beautiful. What is your native language?
French. French is it's an official language in Congo. But we have also national languages with the Lingala, Kikongo, Swahili, Chiluba. But
and do you still speak those languages when you are in the choir?
In the choir, but I speak with whoever can speak French.
That's right. So you've got lots of people to pick from.
Yeah.
Maurice, recently, Tacoma Refugee Choir sang the national anthem, which blew me away at the governor's state of address. Tell us about that experience. What was it like?
At first, it was a surprise. It was when Erin announced that we are invited by the office of the governor to sing the national anthem.
And here you are.
Then I'm thinking, and I said, are you kidding me? Is that real? But finally, when we finally went, but days before the January 11, we went to visit the Capitol just to be familiar with the building.
Yes.
It was so emotional just to be in that building, which represents a history.
Yes.
And but being there, it means a lot to me. Coming from where I came and to be a part of that history at a joint session of the Congress and be chosen, because they could choose any professional singer or group to come sing there. But for some reason, they chose us.
I know the reason. The reason, yes.
So, it's a lot to us. It was so much emotion. Many of us, shed tears there because it was very emotional. And that made me feel like, okay, so we are not wasting our time. We are doing something.
You are making history.
You're making history.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Miss Erin, the Tacoma Refugee Choir has been honored with an invitation to perform at the National Conference for American Choral Directors Associations in Cincinnati. Wow. What do you hope comes from this experience? besides for maybe some of your choir members, one of the first times they've been to Cincinnati and even been on a plane.
Yeah, it's certainly an adventure for the choir to be able to travel together and the bonds that are formed when you go on a trip together.
Yep.
But I think even more than that, there's the opportunity for our choir members to feel seen and heard in spaces where they're notoriously excluded, right?
Yes.
That's the impact of the State of the State address to even be seen on a national platform, that their voice matters. And that makes a big difference in how they present themselves in other spaces. To be heard and seen and hear that people want to hear their stories, that their voice is valued. And beyond that, I think the things that we're doing in the Tacoma Refugee Choir are unique. And I'm really proud of the work we've done together to create a true space of welcoming where many different voices can be heard at the same time, and it's not a zero-sum kind of format, but everyone's voice matters in that space, and we can do it in harmony. We don't have to agree, but you live in that the dissonance. You live in all the beauty. So we're excited to be able for that message to be shared with a national platform, for our original songs to be adopted by choirs across the country.
And the original songs, I mean, I could spend 4 hours talking about the process of these original songs, all the way from the first time that somebody walks into a rehearsal and is terrified to the moment that they step up and say, I have an idea for a verse, and this verse comes from my homeland, and I would like to put it in there. To me, that is everything that you do. So in preparation for that Cincinnati tour, you have a concert coming up that we want to encourage the community to come out for. Tell us about the concert.
I think this concert is going to be really special because it is this kickoff to our journey. We started at the Capitol building, and now here we are in our community, really sending this message that of what unity can look like in a time where polarization is just at epidemic levels, that we need to be heard. And it makes such a difference to our choir members when people show up.
Yes.
It's not just about the audience coming to enjoy a show. They actually do a service by coming to show up and saying, yes, these voices matter. And so it really means so much for the community to show up because it binds us as a community. Again, it's not just entertainment. And this concert has some really amazing work on it. I'm so excited musically about where we're going to. It's musically
we have a video coming up, so go ahead and we'll talk over that, because you've got some guest artists that I don't think you've had these guest artists before, and this is a journey to be mature enough to have guest artists, and you're here. So tell us about it.
Yeah, so we're working with these 3 Mongolian artists. We met them literally 2 weeks before this concert and put this song together in one rehearsal. It's a Mongolian song called Ehin Tu Hai Do, and it's about longing for family. And so it was a really amazing thing to put it together. So they're joining us in Cincinnati. We've arranged several of our songs, like The Scent of Memories, which is based on the Viet Hung Gardens on Hilltop, about how we never leave our homeland behind. We've arranged that for this trio, as well as Moon Song, which is based on the detention center in Fife. So to be able to hear these new perspectives on these songs it's really hauntingly unique. I've never heard anything like it. And I feel like surprisingly, Mongolian music feels like home to me.
Ooh, I love that you said that. That needs exploring in a choir session of why it feels like home to you.
It feels so comfortable to I think sometimes when we hear music from around the world, it doesn't necessarily, it sometimes
resonate sometimes.
It sometimes takes a little bit to connect with, but the moment I started hearing this trio, I felt like, oh, this feels so settled and feels like home. And I do think it comes partly from the history of Mongolians being itinerant and being able to take elements from different cultures.
Yeah, they truly, that nomadness, as they pick up greatness wherever they go and then polish it for their culture. Maurice, we've been showing the website below that beautiful face. Is that how somebody gets information to attend this amazing concert?
Yes, they go on the refugeechoir.org.
Yes, org, yes.
There's a U, it's a org. Yes, so org, and there's navigate through there. You see there are tickets, free ones, but there are also donation, $25.
Which we will take those donations because tours do not come inexpensively for the refugee choir. It's a lot to take that group over there. Who should we thank in this last 40 seconds?
Yeah, we're so grateful. We're taking everyone who wanted to go on this tour,
Oh.
despite, regardless of ability to pay. So it does make a difference, these donations. So we're so thankful to our donors, Tacoma Creates, of course, and so many amazing sponsors of our events.
I love that. You two, you know, we had the other Miss Erin on and Lemuel next to her, and I said they're peanut butter and jelly. You two are puffed pastry and Bavarian cream.
Thank you.
There we go. Something French, something macaroon, something
Yes.
like that. So
Everything, we take everything.
that's right. Thank you for being here and for all the joy and beauty that you give our community. And I can't wait to hear this concert.
It's going to be
Thank
a
you
good
so
one.
much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Relay for Life. Well, actually, the American Cancer Society is going to be in the house next, and we're going to talk about Relay for Life. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.